Hey YouTubers, how's it going? Hey, great to see you guys again, or hear from you again. That'd be awesome. But just to give you an update, we back in Springfield at Prime 1. Got here sometime late this afternoon. I don't know, about 3, somewhere around there. Came out of Kansas. Brought a little load that's going to go on to Denton, Texas later on. So we dropped it off here because we're getting ready to go on our home time. Much awaited home time, I tell you. But we was able to get some extra little miles coming back here. We didn't have to deadhead back down from Kansas, so that put me a little bit out there, a little bit. So just give you an update, I'm at 19,777 miles complete, leaving me roughly around 3,200 miles left, I believe, or 30,000 miles, excuse me, somewhere around 30,000 miles, give or take 31,000, somewhere in there. But anyway, we averaged it out today, and we've been on the road 34 days in TNT, and it comes out to about 4,600 miles per week is what we're averaging, or 4,500 miles once a week, which is a little bit below what we wanted. We were looking at the 5,000 to 550 or 5,500 range. But being, you know, it's winter time, we're going through the winter seasons, holidays and all that stuff. Freight has kind of slowed down just a tad, but we're all optimistic about it. We think it's going to start picking back up here mid-February, end of February into March, and when spring comes in, we should be full blown. But we sit down today and figured it out. If we keep maintaining the rate we're going per week, should be done in about 10 to 11 weeks from now, putting us around the end of March or first part of April like we had planned. We figured it was going to be, I thought, basically about mid-April. But anyway, I just wanted to touch base with you, let you guys know what's going on. We're done for a week, thank goodness. We came out of California, delivered the load in a place called Lenexa, Kansas. We delivered that load this morning. I took it on in from Lyman, Colorado. I drove all the way into Lenexa. I'm saying this right, I think. I don't know. The little town outside Oakland Park, Kansas, which is a suburb of Kansas City. And it was a little difficult this morning. We were under the impression we had a live offload, but it wasn't. It was a drop. We had nothing to hook up to, so we had to go over to another location and pick up a trailer. And then we were given a small little token going out to Denton, Texas, out there at Edwardsville, Kansas. So, and we brought it on in here to Prime this afternoon, and we're done. We are done doing what we needed to do. Got some personal stuff to take care of here at Prime as well. My Twix card's been ready for like 3 weeks. So I'm going to go, we got that to do. My wife Shirley's got a doctor's appointment tomorrow to know up here in Springfield, but she's going to, I told her just not to worry about coming out to the truck. We're going to keep the truck parked here by the plaza building up here by the hill and on Packer Road. And we're going to bring the car over here, and we'll be able to offload stuff like my laundry and all that stuff to take it home for clean and whatever things I don't want on the truck. Because right now there's a lot of stuff I ain't using, and I prefer not to have it here if I'm not going to use it. So with that being said, I did get me a camera. Looking towards the future, I wanted to start getting little bits and pieces of items as I go that I can ship to the house. Getting ready to do my upgrade in about 2 months. I know I'm kind of premature about it, but still I'm going to be prepared. But when the time I do get the upgrade, I got all my equipment, I can just put it in the truck and go. I ain't got to worry about finding stuff and getting stuff. So little bit by little bit, I'm going to start accumulating stuff. We're going to go do the Dollar General store, see if we can get some more of those partition boxes and stuff, and so we can put clothing in it and stuff like that. Because basically, here's my plan, people. And I don't know if my wife's going to like this or not, but I'm really starting to lean towards the lease side. I've heard a lot of different stuff about it. At first, I was going to be a company guy, but I cannot live in a lightweight. It's not going to freaking happen for me. I just cannot do it. I mean, I've seen these lightweights, and these guys got the freaking refrigerator and microwave sitting right beside him in the passenger side, which they removed the passenger seat. I'm planning on bringing Shirley on board once we get her doctor's issue done, and my little dog Jake. Well, you're looking at throwing down $1,000 for a pet, and then there's a certain liability fee you got to pay for your spouse, so she's going to ride along and be a non-driver. But I'm hoping to convince her how easy it is to drive these trucks. I'm not saying easy, it's easy to operate these trucks, excuse me. It's not easy either. It's a lot more simpler than a stick shift, but I'd like to get her to join it, and I'd like her to become the company driver so that she gets the benefit side of it, and where I become a lease operator, and then I do my own thing for my own business. That's what I'm starting to lean towards. I know I've only been out here about a month and only ran about 20,000 miles, but I'm starting to see numbers that are interesting to me. And then also, if I lease operate, I basically can put whatever I want on my truck. My dog can come with no cost. My wife can come on with no issues. I can put what I want on my truck. And I mean, I want to deal it my way. My first lease, though, it has to be, I ain't allowed to decorate it like everybody, like Crazy Bag Scott and Chad Rich and all those guys, have names and stuff on them, which I hadn't planned on doing a whole lot. But I was going to plan on doing a veteran theme / sports theme, basically the St. Louis Cardinals, and wanted the St. Louis Cardinal theme, and I wanted to put something to do with the military on my truck. Besides the sticker that Prime gives us, once you do upgrade, you can go down to the country store, show your VA ID, and they'll give you 2 stickers to go on your truck. And I've had them on all these trucks out here so far, but I want to add a little incentive to it because I'm so proud to be a veteran, and I want to show my gratitude towards them. I'm going to talk to my post commander at DAV in Branson and see if they can sponsor me, and if I can go ahead eventually when I do upgrade my second truck, that I can decorate it out as a DMV vehicle, camouflage or whatever I want to do. But that's way down the road. We're not even talking about it. Here's my dilemma, though. If I go company, I'm probably going to end up 99.9% chance with a Freightliner. Well, I've not drove a freaking Freightliner at all. I don't know, have a clue about them. I haven't never drove an International. I haven't drove a Volvo. I haven't done nothing like that. The only vehicle I have been trained on from day one is a Peterbilt. And that's what Curtis wants. I know the vehicle. I know the instrumentation of the vehicle. I know how they operate. That's what I do. But I'm afraid if I go company, they will not get me a Peterbilt. I don't see it happening. And I do not want a lightweight. I want an Ultraloft, or I want a Cascadia, or I want something condo in that effect. Because right now, if I bring my wife on there and my dog, there's not going to be room for nobody. It's barely enough room for one person, and I think that's ridiculous. I think everybody should have a decent sleeper to be living in it, instead of turn around and jump in your bed right out of your seat. That's crap. I don't like that. Even though it's an extra 5 cents a mile, 50 cents a mile, I'll take the cut and take the 45 cents a mile if I did. I just want to have a truck that I'll be comfortable with. It's going to be my house while I'm on the road, and I'm not going to live in a sardine can. I refuse. So if I can't get it that way, I best just go lease and get what I want. And that's my plan. I want a Peterbilt. I'd love to see it be red or blue, because it'll go with the theme that I want to put on there, the St. Louis Cardinals or whatever, and do whatever I want to it. I want to be in full control. I would love to get a new one. I know that's a big jump. The cost for those are like $1,040 to $1,050 a week. And they're I want a brand new one. If I get one, a 2020 is fine with low miles. But I've looked at a lot of these numbers, and a lot of these people are running around 165 to 200,000 miles. And I've seen some of the people on YouTube talking about they got one, a used one, and all they had was freaking problems. And I do not want problems. I want to be able to get on the road, be road ready, and go. Because I know becoming a solo driver, I'm going to be busting my butt to make money. I mean, we're doing this as we are team operators, and it's a little bit different. You get a little bit of taste in PSD because you're basically driving all the time. You're driving your clock, your instructor sitting on his seat and on the passenger side. He's running on duty, non-driving, but his clock still runs too. So when you're 10 hours up, his 10 hours up. So there's no additional driving. The truck parks and you get up the next day and you go back at it again. On TNT is a different story. TNT, like it's all said, is team operation. Even though you're still a trainee and he's your instructor, you're still going to do a team operate. In other words, you'll drive your clock, he's in the sleeper sleeping. When you're done driving your clock, the trainer's up here driving, you're in the bunk. And it's constantly, this truck never stops. It keeps going, going, going. And I like that rotation for now. I don't see nobody that I know that be willing to go team operate with me right now. I have no clue. I don't have nobody that I can think of. It's a lot of stuff. It's a lot of responsibility, and it's also being with somebody in a closed quartered situation for a number of weeks. I don't know. I mean, me and Jamal have no problems. I mean, you know, we have our little quirks, but it's nothing major. So we've been real good this past month. We've worked together, and it seems like we're going to be fine and dandy till time for me to upgrade. Hopefully I get a good review by him, and also at the present, my fleet manager, Craig. I'm hoping I can keep him as a fleet manager if I go lease. I understand he's mostly strictly lease, but a lot of that stuff goes, like I talked to you on earlier videos, it depends on your fleet manager how well you will do. But anyway, we're back here at the Millennium. We're back here at Prime 1. Jamal's going to be turning in the truck here tomorrow to Peterbilt sometime tomorrow late afternoon. Get it worked on and get it looked at, kind of checked over. My wife will be up here this afternoon or tomorrow afternoon. We're going to get all my gear, what I want to take out. We'll load it in the car. We're going to go and follow Jamal over to Peterbilt manufacturer or sales over here on the other side of the 65. We're going to go pick him up, bring him back over to wherever he wants to stay, whether it be here on the Millennium or over at Campus Inn or Oasis. We're going to drop him off. We already got a rented hotel down the street from the Campus Inn, Holiday Inn Express. Me and my wife are going to stay there. Then, anyway, I'm jumping the gun here. Tomorrow we still got to go get my Twix card. My wife's going to bring my ID card or my CDL hard copy. I got to take it up to the fleet manager Tuesday after I get Jamal taken care of. And there's a couple other things I want to ask them while I'm here to take care of while I'm here. Tomorrow we also have a class in maintenance. I think it's called Maintenance Course 1. They provide for the drivers. We learn the basic fundamentals of if something's wrong with the truck, we can work on it and we don't have to worry about road assist. Me and Jamal are going to be taking that here at the Plaza building tomorrow. So we got a lot of stuff going on, and hopefully we can get it accomplished. But I want to get this stuff wrapped up and get it done. I want to get my CDL. I just found out, me and Jamal were talking the other day. Now, since I have a permanent CDL, I need to go ahead and get my hazmat endorsement. So Thursday in Branson, I'm going to go take my hazmat test. I've already been studying. I ain't going to have a problem, I don't think. The only problem is I got to go back to DMV, play that whole role again, get my endorsement installed. Then they're going to send off and get my freaking card, and then I'll have a paper copy again. But I'm keeping my commercial license with me, because I do already have endorsements on that already. So, period, it's staying in my pocket. They might put a void on it, but I don't give a shit. So I'll have the backup paper to go with it. But anyway, that's got to be taken care of this week. While Jamal's gone, I'm going to do some odds and ends. I just want to spend time with my wife for a while. I want to get trucking out of my mind for a week. I'm looking forward to that. We're just going to spend time together and enjoy life together. Me and her and Jake. We're just going to hang out together and just hopefully enjoy life. She's retired, and I haven't been home one day with her on her retirement. I have not been home since she's retired. And having her home every day, like when I was off work, she couldn't be off work, so I'd be home just hanging out by myself and not even get to see her maybe 1 or 2 days, and then going back to where I was doing. But anyway, we're going to do all that. We're going to take our time, have a nice week together. I'm going to take care of my business here at Prime, so I don't have to come back up here. I was thinking of probably coming up. We probably won't come up until Tuesday sometime. There's no reason for me to be here. I've got to look into getting Shirley an ID badge so she can have access to all the different facilities here on Prime. I got to go talk to personnel tomorrow, see how I arrange for that to happen. If she even gets one. And I got to get the extended parking sticker on for the car, so that when we do decide to run together, we can park the car up here and extend the parking. It's gated, it's overseen, guarded, so I'm not worried about the car. There's a lot of things we got to do this week, but it's going to be real quick. And then I've got doctor's appointments on Fridays. I got the testing on Thursday, and we're just going to spend some time together, enjoy each other. We don't have to be back. I don't have to be back here till Tuesday afternoon. I got to pick up Jamal Tuesday night around 8 o'clock at the airport, and then come back here. We're going to spend the night again at the Holiday Inn, me and my wife. She'll leave out early the next morning. We got to go pick up the Pete. She'll leave out and go on home when it's daylight. Me and him will run the Pete back over here and put ourselves there for dispatch. And hopefully we'll get something out that evening or first thing Wednesday morning. And we'll be back on the road to do whatever. And as of right now, it looks like we're going to stay out until I'm completed with my 50,000 miles. I don't know that for a fact. There's something could come up that Jamal wants to leave. I know he's planning a cruise in mid-April with some friends. So I know we got to get it wrapped up by then. So whether he takes a day or two off, I have no idea. That's my trainer, and that's up to his discretion on what he wants to do. But again, I want to iterate. We're going to start talking about trucking. We're going to get this all set up. We're going to talk about money. We're going to talk about the pros and cons between what a lease operator makes a week versus what a company driver will make a week. And there's a significant difference, but there's a lot of freaking responsibility to go with it now. Don't get me wrong, it's not peaches and cream. But just like Crazy Bad said on his post last night, if you need the essential stuff, benefits that are supplied by Prime, medical, dental, 401k, I'm going to help him out too. Stay company. That's all I can say. Stay company until you feel comfortable enough that you can feel you can go out there. That was my plan, between drive company for 6 months to a year. But the way things are looking right now, my wife is taken care of through Medicare, Medicaid, because she's retired. I'm being taken care of by the Veterans Administration. I'm a disabled vet, so I get my medication from them. I got a doctor already. I got to go see. That's who I'm going to go see for an evaluation. So the VA will take care of that. So basically, I got insurance through the VA. So I really don't need Prime's insurance. The only thing I would be interested in was the 401k, but I can't do that unless I'm a company driver. So I'm just going to talk to my situation, see what we can do. I'm going to talk to my wife and say, look, here's my plan. I want to go ahead and lease operate. Probably. I'm not 100% yet. Getting close, but not 100% yet. And then we'll look at where our future shoots that way. But the only thing to get what I want to have is I'm going to have to lease operate. Because they're not going to give me anything. I don't feel they'll have, there ain't nothing available on a Peterbilt for a company driver. They got every dang one of these little sardine cans they call lightweights. I do not care for. I don't even want a part of them. I mean, I'm sitting there today. We pull into Prime. There's a guy, and that's his prerogative. He's in a lightweight. I literally ain't going to lie to you. He reaches across his seat and opens the microwave up on the refrigerator's bottom of it. I mean, right there right by your face. I don't care that. I'm not going to live that way. The refrigerator needs to be where the refrigerator needs to be. The microwave needs to be where it needs to be. I have no desire to deal with a passenger that's a refrigerator and a microwave. I mean, everybody else can do it, but I'm not. I'm too old for that crap. So anyway, I don't feel I'm going to be able to get that. I maybe possibly get a light, ultralight or a condo, even in the company. If I tell them the situation I'm in, that my wife's going with me and my dog, I still have to pay the cost, which I disagree with. I think that's too expensive for $1,000 for a pet. But anyway, especially as small as Jake. Jake's just he's a Yorkie. But anyway, whoa. I can't see that happening. I'd rather have a big truck. The one like we have here. Jamal has the perfect truck for me and my wife. I think that's just perfect. And that's what I'm going to shoot for. The only thing I don't like about the truck here is the small refrigerator. You know, over-glorified cooler. So, but Peterbilt, it'll cost additional cost, but the Peterbilt does make a closet refrigerator that's two-tier. In other words, you got the freezer up top and the refrigerator bottom. I need stuff like that because I carry meds that have to be temperature tolerance. So I have to have a fridge. But anyway, that's the plan of attack. I'm here. I'm wore out, folks. I've not slept. I drove all night last night. I took off driving around 5 o'clock yesterday evening, and I drove all night long. I have not fell asleep. I've been trying to help Jamal get this thing lined out so we get to Springfield. We offloaded the trailer here, and we finished that up. I wasn't on duty. I just helped him out. So I'm running on thin air. I'm almost on a 24-hour. Well, in fact, I am well over 24 hours. I'm running about 26, 28 hours right now awake. So I'm beat. I'm tired. I got to get up early in the morning, go to this class, get this under my belt. Then I'm going to go down to the Twix office downstairs in the Plaza building, get my Twix card. And then I'm basically caught up, start packing some of my stuff tomorrow between, you know, when I'm free time. We don't get out of class till 11. So between the time my wife goes to her appointment in the late afternoon till the time I'm going to start packing gear and get it ready for her to come by and pick it up. And whatever else, I might try to go get a haircut, maybe get a trim up, something to that effect, go eat lunch at the Millennium Building. You know, just put her around is what I'm going to end up doing tomorrow. But just to let you guys know, I'm back home. I'm getting ready to go on home time. And yes, I'm going to do some recording at home. We'll do videos at home. And we might even sneak a live in. We don't know yet. Well, this depends on how a lot of people, I'll tell you, I'll do a video. And then if I decide to do live, I'll tell you that I'm going to do, my next video is going to be live when and what time. Central time, that is. And if you guys are interested, you need to comment on the previous video so I get an idea of how many people are going to be there, so I know it's worthwhile. And we'll give it a try, and we'll see how that works, because I've not done a live yet. But anyway, that's the plan of attack. So just give you an update. Everything's going smooth. I'm ready to go home, see my wife, even though I'm only 50 miles away, but I'm spending the night because of the stuff in the morning. She had to go to church today or tonight, so she was preoccupied. She can't drive in the dark. So basically I just told her, don't worry about coming up here tonight. I've got things I got to take care of tomorrow, and we'll hook up tomorrow afternoon at your doctor's appointment, get all the stuff taken care of then. So, y'all, I want to let you all know that it was been nice these last months with Jamal. We put in almost 20,000 miles. We're getting there. And we're still got a little bit more weather to go through. Winter's still here, and we'll see what we can wrap up there. But please, everybody, all you subscribers, and oh, again, thanks for subscribing. Thanks for your comments. Anybody that's watching this video, please go back and check all my videos and everything. Please like, subscribe, and comment, and ring the bell. And I'd love to get more viewers. The last time I checked, I had 53. I haven't checked recently because I've been driving. But I appreciate all 53 of you. I hope you're enjoying the videos. I'm keeping it as clean as possible. I have to start slowing down on security things that I say on here. I mean, it's just got to happen, and you just got to bear with me. I'm going to try to get you the close proximity of where we're at or what we're doing. If it's legitimate, I can do that, then I will. I know a lot of other subscribers don't care. They just tell them where they're at and go on. Well, we're going to slow that down a little bit. I'll give you a state and a city maybe. I'm not going to tell you the companies that we're going through. I'll give you that kind of stint. I'll tell you where we're going. I won't tell you what our delivery dates are, because that just gives an idea for someone to just take it out. So we're going to clean this up a little bit. I was a little bit liberal about it, so I'm going to tighten my reins up and take care of it the other way. So anyway, I want you all to be safe out there. I hope you enjoy yourself. I hope you all get an opportunity to go home and see your family as well. I can't wait. It's been over a month. I'm happy that I'm ecstatic about seeing my wife and my family. Want you to be safe and take care of yourselves. The weather's still bad out there, so do that. Now, with that being said, always remember, we keep striving and driving for perfection. So you all have a great time. I might be able to get a hold of you guys in the next 2 days, and we'll talk, and we'll discuss what we want to plan on this live, and we'll go from there, okay? So you all have a great evening. Enjoy yourselves. I am. I'm going to go home tomorrow. I'm happy. And we'll talk to you all soon, okay? So you all be safe. Talk to you later. Bye.